My name is Sergeant First Class Francisco Rodriguez. I'm a Visual Information Operations Chief with the United States Army. Prior to this, I've done a lot of short tours with South America, but as far as long tours, I've done 12 months in Afghanistan, and this is my second long tour with 12 months in Korea.
Do you have any more tours after this, or?
No, that's been my final one. So the plan is to surprise my wife and kids today, and they think I'm coming tomorrow. So I got one more phone call to make and act like I woke up. And so I'm like a nervous wreck right now, but I'm trying to keep it together. They're gonna come in just like a normal Friday, and what's really good about this is apparently they've been doing dinner every Friday, every week. So Friday just happens to come around, they're gonna come out just like normal Friday, they're gonna have dinner. I'm not gonna bring out the food, but when they order dessert, that's when I'm gonna come out and surprise them. My wife's name is Danielle Rodriguez. She's a college student and also a part-time assistant teacher. My oldest daughter, Juliana, she's 10. My son is 7, Xavier. And then my youngest is 5, Jackson. I'm freaking out. I could hear my kids. I can hear my wife. I know their voices from the moment they walked in. And I'm freaking out. Sometimes people do forget the families during the deployments, and during this one was probably the hardest for Danielle. So the last deployment, I only had one child, I had my daughter, and her mom was living with us at the time. So we had 2 adults and 1 child. So this time around, it's 1 adult, 3 kids, a dog, a cat, and a full house to run. My wife, she's prior service, and she's did 4 years in the military. And so for her, being alone with the 3 kids and having to manage the household, having to go to school, having to manage her job, manage their work, manage just day-to-day operations, laundry, cleaning, pet maintenance, care of 2 vehicles, all of that stuff does weigh down on a single person. And so she had to rely on her friends here in Maryland a lot. And she's been lucky enough to have such a strong support system here. So the hardest part, I think, besides the separation, for my wife to manage has been managing the education for my kids. When it comes down to education, I have been key with sitting with my kids and doing homework after school. And so she had to pick up a part that was brand new for her. And now my wife, after working all day, works with them on their schoolwork, then has to go and do her schoolwork. So there's a lot of aspects of this that she's covered and managed. And now she stepped up to the plate and she's filling that. She's filling the mom and the dad. And all I'm gonna do is just step into the picture because everything has been running as smooth as it could be from the day that I left. For spouses, whether you have kids or not, they all serve with us. They all sacrifice. The same way that we sacrifice our time and the way that we push ourselves in order to make sure that we're doing the best that we can. While we're out there doing that, they're supporting us. They're sacrificing their time. They're sacrificing everything that they could be doing. They push through and they persevere. And so after 12 months, the only thing that I can tell her is thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for going through this long 10+ years of marriage, 14 years in service. So it's a lot. It's a big burden that she took on.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Oh my God!
Come here. There's no waiting for you.
It's over.
Come on up here. When people look at the picture of me and my family, I want them not to see my uniform. I don't want them to see just me. I want them to see the strong woman that I have, the strong wife that I have, because there's absolutely nothing that I could have done without her.
Oh my God. You are still handsome.
I think I'm still in shock right now, to be honest with you. This has been a year. It's been a long time. So I'm very relieved that he's home, for sure.
Thank you.
When you leave for a year, both of us have changed, and we don't even know how yet until we go back together to be that family unit, you know? So it's going to be reestablishing us, reestablishing our dreams, our goals, and the way we raise these kids together all over again, you know? And so it's gonna be a challenge, but we're in it, so let's do it, you know?